Bhakti Yoga Shloka Sangraha, compilation of the 18 verses selected from Bhagavad Gita to give us the whole spectrum of Bhakti Yoga. The 18 verses that we chanted gives us the insights about the science of emotion culture, the methods to deal with our emotions, and how it takes us ultimately to the same goal which other streams of yoga also takes us. The four main streams: Jnana Yoga, Raj Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga. All lead to the same goal. Whether you work with the intellect, or work with the willpower, or work with the emotions, or convert every action into yoga, all these take us to the same goal. That goal is the most coveted dimension, moksha. Absolute freedom, that's what it means. Freedom from all tensions and stresses, freedom from all diseases, freedom from all bondages that we have. Bondage of the mind, bondage of the emotions, bondage of the intellect, bondage of the body, bondage of cycle and birth of death, and the moksha. We saw over the last few days as to how Bhakti Yoga gives us the secret to gain mastery over the mind and thereby on the emotions. Because emotions and thoughts are connected. Emotions, nothing but power thoughts. Therefore, in science of emotional culture, we gain mastery over the emotions. This is how the 18 verses have been arranged. The first verse talks about the introduction to Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. Then Kama to Prema, Prema to Bhakti, Bhakti leading to Saguna Sakshatkara. Then that takes us to the Nirguna Sakshatkara, and people in that Nirguna Sakshatkara remain in Parabhakti. And such people, when they leave their body, how do they leave the body? Where do they reach? Ultimate Madhya. This 18 verses that we have seen. The whole spectrum of Bhakti Yoga given in this schematic tells us that recognition is half the solution. We must recognize our Asuri Sampat and Daivi Sampat and make a resolve to develop our Daivi Sampat or strengths and reduce the weaknesses, the Asuri Sampat. How to do that? By bringing dimension of Dana, Tyaga into gross love, making it prema. That's what we saw. That is the Dhyana Shloka which we understood. Our salutations to Lord Krishna, who is the one who brings great joy to Vasudevan Devaki. He is the player of Chanala and Kamsa, embodiment of strength, and he is the Guru of the whole creation. And what is the result of that prayer? Mukam vachalam karvati, pangum girim langhayate. And the dumb becomes a great orator. A person with no legs climbs up the Himalayan peaks. Such is the promote great grace that he can give. What is meant by prayer or salutations? It's to tune our mind, to resonate our mind with that consciousness of Krishna, that pure consciousness, Ananda Vaikuntha and beyond. And in the first verse, Sri Krishna gives us the eligibility for people to enter into the path of Bhakti Yoga. Chaturvida bhajante mam, says. Who are they? Artho jignasakarthati gnanita bharatarsha. Artha is a person who is in great distress. Jignasu is a curiosity-oriented person. Arthati, a businessman. And gnani, people who are in search of true reality. All are welcome. They are all good people, he says. Sukridinaha te janaha. Having said that, then what are those qualities which we have to recognize? The Daivi Sampat, Teja, Kshama, Dhrutihi, Shaucham, Adraha, Natimarita. These are the 6 different qualities, the positive virtues that we all have, which we have to recognize. Then he also talks about what are all the negative things that we have, the Asuri Sampat that we have, Dambha, Darpa, Abhimana, Krodha, Varishya, Ajnana. Strengths and weaknesses, SWOT analysis is what is needed. Having done that, we also recognize how ego manifests in various forms. People who don't know anything, they will start blabbering. People who have education well, they will become very arrogant. People who are very philanthropists also can aspire for more name and fame. All that has to be understood. Then he defines what is good, what is bad. In this verse, 4th verse, Devi Sampati Mokshaya Nikandaya Asarimata. And we all have the freedom either to grow up or go down. All such qualities has all those which helps us to free from the bondages are good qualities. All those which deteriorate us, ensnare us, come under the heading of Asuri Sampat. Therefore, choice is yours. Man is the maker of his own destiny. You can choose whatever you want. Up or down. And human life is so precious. He says, Buddharet Atmana Atmanam Na Atmanam Avasavaye. Please go up, become more and more freely, and don't suffer in your hands. How to do that? He says, mind, intellect, the entire life should be completely in tune with that ultimate reality. That is, to be in tune with all pervasive reality. And the emotions had to be understood properly. For that, we saw how emotions and thinking are related. First, what is the difference between thinking and emotions? Thinking is related essentially to the brain and the functioning, whereas emotions spread throughout the body. Therefore, they are long-lasting compared to things. And in the Bhagavad Gita, we have an analysis to find out the difference between emotions and thinking, bringing the unification of emotions and thinking. How the emotions get created by repeated thinking. So repeated thinking brings attachment. Sangat sanjayate kamaha, kamat krodho vijayate. Therefore emotions come. So essentially what do we understand from this? Emotions are our thoughts. So there is an intense connection between thinking and emotion. They are not two distinct entities, is what comes in. That all is in the Manomaya Kosha. In the Manomaya Kosha, there is the set of emotions. If the Asuri Sampat predominate, if Duryodhana predominates, then you start doing your actions according to what is wrong, and you do not do things which are right. That's where the problems start. That forms the Adi, percolates down to Vyadhi, root cause for all diseases, root cause for all depression that we see today. Because likes and dislikes start dominating the scene, and that is the character of Duryodhana in Mahabharata. Sense attractions are so powerful. Therefore Krishna says, yes, you have to learn to use that. How to use that? To shatter the tamas. When you are feeling very lazy, drowsy, you have to use the sense attraction. This is what was done to awaken, to bring Kumbhakarna to wakeful face. All types of his fond dishes were put there. Okay? Then Krishna says how to gain mastery over the emotions. There is a significant development, and in psychoanalysis it is said, never try to control the emotion because it will lead to suppression. So Sigmund Freud, he went this. So what is the way out he suggested? He said, give free vent to the emotions. But what the result of that free vent? It has turned itself into freedom. Freedom has turned itself into license, led into all number of hazards. Therefore, freedom has turned into license and caused the problem. So it leads to stress hazards. All number of these modern ailments all belong to this category. Why? Because yoga tells us, if you try to control your senses and give free vent to the emotions, it is something like quenching the fire with ghee. Therefore, what is to be done? If you try to control, it will suppress. If you try to give free vent, it will turn into license, again hazard. That is the challenge. Modern psychology has not been able to give an answer to this. It's here that yoga tells you have to learn the art of sublimation. Sublimation is to slow down, you understood. That's the difference between a master, driver and a novice. So what is to be done? Manaprashamana. Slowing down the key essence. When you have uncontrolled emotions, what is to be done? Take a deep breath, slowly breathe out. When you are getting very anxious, now the exams are going on, or become very nervous and completely start getting anxious. What is going to happen? What is going to happen? The mind starts racing up and you get afraid. And what is the result of that? You forget what you know and you do so badly in the exam. So here is the practical application of the science of promotion culture. What should be done? Calm down your mind, slow down, understand that your forgetfulness, your loss of memory, everything takes place because of uncontrolled speed of mind. The emotions taking over you. Therefore, you have to calm down your mind first. So when you sit in your examination, calm down your mind. How? Slow, deep breathing. If you are feeling, understand yourself, that there is anxiety coming up, there is fear that is coming up, nervousness that is emerging. What is to be done? Take a deep breath, slowly breathe out and inhale. That will work wonders. Then even you can hasten slowly. That is not to react but to act, the language. Sublimation of desires is what is needed and not suppression. Sublimation is to slow down. Manomaya kosha operations therefore work at this level. Even bhajans are wonderful tools for that. Intensive practices. Just like when you want to build up your muscles, what you know? You stretch and relax, Similarly, you have to learn how to bring in the emotions, invoke the emotion, how to release the emotions. And that's the secret of science of emotion culture in the bhakti session. In the evening, when we do the bhajans, it's an intensive technique to do that. Every day, half an hour done, just like you are going into a gymnasium, build up your muscles, you work with the bhajans, in which you invoke different levels and different intensities and different types of emotions. Learn how to develop them and how to release them, how to gain mastery over them. That is the dimension of bhakti. Bhakti has invoking the emotions, intensification of the emotion and diffusion leading to silence. That is the bhakti devotional sessions that we have to do. How do we do that? We start with nice universal prayers. Then we go into bhajans with Namavadis. We start amplifying our emotions using the dhuns and others, and in the end we calm down, Nirvana Shaka, and lead into silence meditation. This is the whole dimension by which you can gain mastery over the emotions by intensive technique. In the extensive techniques, Anusandhana is the technique. That you develop the softer emotions, gentler emotions, and reduce the violent emotion. Make a resolve. I will not become angry, come what may. Because anger enslaves me, and I lose my discrimination power, and I regret of my action. I will not become angry. Take one particular thing and start working on that. Things will start happening. And develop the softer emotion, gentler emotion, positive emotions, daily sampan, giving. I've been telling, why acts of good service, then consciously will work wonders. So how to deal with anger? You have made a resolve. Okay, I determine I will not become angry. In the morning you start, right from the morning. But as soon as you come out and you see your arch enemy whom you don't like, if something happens that you don't want, immediately you become angry. You forget. So the whole day goes as usual, any other day. In the night, you come back and start thinking, how many times I became angry? And make a resolve again. No, I am not going to become angry tomorrow. And that thought, if you give in the night, in the morning when you get up, immediately that thought comes, I should not become angry. Because habits die hard. You have to change your memory store. For that you need to do that. And similarly, develop that habit of spreading the fragrance of love and bliss to everyone. And that is through the 5 acts of good service. This is how the Anusandhana helps us. And gradually develop this in every action we do. And we have gain mastery over the emotions. Eradicate all adis, and thereby the adis will go. So we have to grow happier, happier, day by day, and spread the fragrance. That is the beauty of the Bhakti Yoga that we have. To grow towards Bhakti. Have to move from Kama to Prema. Kama is the gross carnal desire. And Prema is featured by giving and giving and giving. Sharing with others. That's the essence. And from there you have to raise to the level of surrender. Giving up of the ego. That's the next step Gita says. And that's what we are going to see tomorrow in the 6th verse. Now sit straight, let us contemplate on the thoughts with eyes closed. Take a deep breath and slowly breathe out. Scan your lives from childhood to now. Find out how much of asuri and daivi sampath we possess. Understand the structure of asuri sampath. Uncontrolled speed, anxiety, nervousness, fear, anger. All these are featured by uncontrolled speed, which makes us become slaves to our emotions. Knowing fully what is right, we do wrong things. I will make a resolve. Every day I will do 5 acts of good service. Giving and giving and giving. Recognize the divinity in others and appreciate goodness in others. Mind, intellect, emotions, everything should be geared towards that ultimate reality, Anandamaya Kosha, state of silence, state of bliss, state of blissful awareness. Maintaining that inner blissful awareness, equipoise. Let's go ahead to deal with the whole day of wonderful events, divine events, at the real pilgrimage. Come to Namaskar Mudra.